Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. We're here for a very exciting match. It is one of the 5 ways. We're doing 2 of these this year, and we are starting off with this one here. It's title match weekend, so lots of exciting stuff happening. We got the title matches and the 5-way play-ins. These are play-ins to the summer tournament. Winner is heading to the tournament. In years past, we've done the top 2 players, but because we're doing 2 separate ones, both winners of both plans will be in the tournament. So whoever wins this one will be heading there. I've got a co-host tonight. I normally don't have a co-host for these, but I'm scared. And these people are good at this and will score points. So I need help keeping score. So Dylan is here to help me. Thank you, Dylan, for being here. Dylan, how are you? Let's start there. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm excited to be here for this one because I heard this was a 5-way play-in match, and then I heard the players that were playing, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a play-in match! This is crazy." There's some high-level competitors here, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Antonio Chavez, Mark Menchaca, Eli McCaig, Bill Cariola, and Joseph Olivas. This is a murderer's row of not just fandom players, but trivia players in general. We're not going to get too far. We're not going to do promos or anything, but Eli just returned and has crushed it. Joseph just debuted and has crushed it. Bill challenged for a team's title. Mark and Antonio have been mainstays for a while and continue over and over again to play fantastic. It's going to be awesome. So we're just going to get right into it, and we're going to start with round number 1. So all of the players are going to play in round number 1, obviously, with their whiteboards. They are going to get 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get this thing kicked off? Okay. Dylan, if you don't mind, then go ahead and read question 1 for them.
Sure thing. So your first question will come in the category of Disney animation. Who breaks Felix out of King Candy's dungeon in Wreck-It Ralph?
Have you ever wrecked it?
Oh, all the time. All the time. Can't stop me from wrecking it. I hope my internet holds up fine. It was cutting out a little bit during promos, but I think we're good. There weren't promos, but still.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio. Mark.
Yeah, seems obvious. Ralph.
Eli.
I also said Ralph.
Bill.
I misheard that question then. I wrote Penelope. I'm very tired.
And Joseph.
I also said Wreck-It Ralph.
Ralph is correct. Wreck-It Ralph is correct. So we're going to get into your next question, which is coming to you from the category of horror icons. Which horror icons film was the second to feature the character Nancy Thompson? Do you know any Nancys in your life?
I don't know if I do know any Nancys now that I think about it. Probably.
I have a great Aunt Nancy.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Yeah, she's very old. She's very frail. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, we're going to you.
Dream Warriors.
Eli.
A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors.
Bill.
Dream Warriors.
Let's go to Joseph.
I knew that. I wrote Freddy's Revenge.
And Antonio.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, all acceptable. So Joseph, the only one to miss that one. Dylan, what's next?
Next question will be in the category of James Bond. What type of pet animal does Blofeld have in the majority of his appearances in the James Bond series?
You a fan of the Jimmy B?
I actually am. I had to watch a couple earlier this year for a Melee match, and I can find myself enjoying them more often than not, even when they are stupid as hell.
It's weird. It's like I enjoy watching them, but I retain no trivia from them. Like there are people like Joe Farrelly who just like can pull random shit out of their heads, and me, I'm like, there were guns and spies and stuff. That's
They
what
went
I
to
remember.
a place?
Let's say
Yeah.
Moonraker, not that bad.
2, 1. Pens down, Eli.
Cat.
Bill.
Oh, kitty cat.
Joseph.
Cat.
Let's go to Antonio.
A cat.
And Mark.
Overthought the fuck out of that. I said piranha.
Cat is correct. So Antonio and Eli stay perfect as we get into your next question, which is going to come in the category of YA. The actress Ashley Greene appears in how many YA films? This is one of those how many YA films does Ashley Greene appear in questions, Dylan?
Oh yes, a classic.
A classic. Amen.
Classic of fandom fights.
Amen, brother.
But yeah, Moonraker, not that bad. I stand by it.
I don't vibe with you on.
Fantastic
The
opening.
book is
scene.
good.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are to Bill.
Is it 5?
Let's go to Joseph.
At least it's not painful to watch Moonraker. I also said 5.
It's pretty painful. Let's go to Antonio.
I said 5.
Mark
5.
and Eli.
I'll round out the 5 gang.
5 is correct, and I have no idea who that is, Dylan.
I think it's, isn't it Alice?
The film of Twilight, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Good job,
I've been
guys. You all
studying
do it.
these. We all did great, kids.
You guys are playing. I'm just reading the question. You guys got it right. 5 is correct. So we're going to move on to the next question, brought to you by Dylan.
In the category of epic adventures, who is in possession of the medallion that also serves as the headpiece of the staff of Ra the first time we see it in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Were you once beat as a child because you called this film Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No, but that question is very concerning.
I was not. No,
Okay.
but I feel like it's probably happened
Okay.
because that's how it's put on the DVDs, and that's unacceptable. But
Right.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Joseph.
Marion.
We're going to go to Antonio.
Marion Ravenwood.
Mark.
Marion.
We're going to go to Eli
I said Belloc.
and Bill.
Embarrassingly blanked the name Marion. I kept thinking Karen Allen.
Marion is correct. So Antonio, the only one to remain perfect as we get into the next question, which is going to be brought to you in the category of Pixar. What piece does Mr. Potato Head remove from himself upon hearing that Andy has received a Mrs. Potato Head at the end of Toy Story? Fantastic question.
Yes.
I don't know who wrote it because we have other people writing round 1 questions for Fandom Fights. But man alive, love this question. I wish I could write questions.
Me too. I'm still trying to figure it out.
2, 1, pens down. Antonio, let's start with you.
Geez, I better shave his mustache.
Let's go to Mark.
Yeah, was he thinking about one of the competitors here? His mustache?
Let's go to Eli.
His mustache.
And Bill.
But fucking mustache, I remember. Marion, I don't know.
And Joseph.
Mustache.
Mustache is correct. So, Dylan, what is the next question?
Will be in the category of Marvel. What Marvel film features the characters Bedlam, Shatterstar, and Peter?
Do you know any Peters?
No, but I know many Shatterstars.
That's fair.
Yeah.
My
of those
Aunt Lefty used to date a Shatterstar.
Are there a lot of Shatterstars up in Canada?
Oh yeah, Saskatchewan. You can't walk like 2 meters without bumping into a Shatterstar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mark.
I've heard many stories about the Saskatchewan Shatterstars.
Eli.
Deadpool 2.
Bill.
Deadpool 2.
Joseph.
Deadpool 2.
And Antonio.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2 is correct. So Antonio remains perfect through 7 as we get to your next question. It's in the category of mixed bag. What could it be? Your question in mixed bag. What is the name of the Eternal who has the ability to manipulate and transform matter in Eternals? Have you seen this film, Dylan?
I have. It was.
Do you know the answer to the question?
I would have known it. This
Really?
movie bored the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
damn,
I know
man.
some people like it.
A lot of people don't.
I remember
liked it.
nothing about this film.
I liked it more
Yeah.
than most, but I'm also an apologist. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli.
Cersei.
Bill.
Blank.
Joseph.
I couldn't remember, so I just put Fastos.
Antonio.
I'm not ashamed the streak ends here. Fastos?
Mark.
Somebody named Thraxus in this dumb movie?
The answer is Cersei. Cersei is the correct answer. So no more perfect rounds as we get into your next question, brought to you by Dylan.
In the category of sci-fi icons, who plays engineering physicist Gillian Holtzman in Ghostbusters 2016? Yeah, so I would have known the Eternals question. I believe it's Jon Snow. The Kit Harington's in the movie, and he says Cersei a bunch, and I was like, huh.
Cersei. Speaking of Jon Snow, Maggie and I are rewatching Game of Thrones right now. We just finished season 2, episode 3.
Oh yes,
having a good rewatch.
nice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Mr. Cariola.
Is that Kate McKinnon?
We're going to go to Joseph.
Certainly hope so, because I also put Kate McKinnon.
Let's go to Antonio.
Hoping I guess right also. Kate McKinnon.
And Mark.
Hey, we all picked the same one. Kate McKinnon.
And Eli.
Great minds, Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon is correct. So clean sweep as we get into the final question of the round. It is in the category of criminal underworld. And your question is, in what city does John Wick go to in order to kill Santino's sister in John Wick Chapter 2? Are you a fan of these ones, Dylan?
You know, this might actually be, I think, my favorite franchise in fandom in terms of consistency, like from
That's
film to
fair.
film.
They're all great. Like, so the third one's probably my least favorite, but it's still very good.
Oh yeah,
But
the first 20 minutes are like unreal.
fucking insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
the horse, oh my god, that horse kicking the dude in the face. Holy shit! But
The fucking
Four.
knife
Repeat,
museum
please.
fight.
all right, that's going to be the first repeat for Eli. Your question again: in what city does John Wick go to in order to kill Santino's sister in John Wick Chapter 2? Yeah, I
That was really
remember.
my question. Couldn't remember if you said city or country.
That's fair. Yeah, the whole book thing too. They're in the library, and he
Oh, yeah.
oh my god, yeah. The whole first 20 minutes. I agree.
I don't even
Then
know
he,
if I remember
goes
anything
into-
else from the rest of the movie.
He
Just
he goes somewhere. They cut off his finger. It's all weird, man. I don't know. It does get a little bizarre, but the fourth one, whoo! Oh, chef's kiss.
Oh god, that
One,
fucking apartment fight.
two. Oh, so good.
Fucking god, my dick's hard.
Hotline Miami, baby. Let's go to Joseph.
I always mix up with this with something else. I said Rome.
Let's go to Antonio.
Rome.
Mark.
Got there at the end. Rome.
Eli.
Glad I went for a repeat because I was going to say the country, but it's Rome.
And Bill.
Did not have Rome.
Okay, Rome is the correct answer. And Dylan, incredible round one across the board. I've got Antonio and Eli tied at 9. And then I've also got Mark and Joseph tied at 8 with Bill at 6. Is that what you have?
That is exactly what I have, yep.
Very, very close match across the board. We're in for a barn burner as we get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check the multiple choice, then it's only worth 1 point. Stealing will be available in this round, and we will explain how that will work when the time comes. Any questions from the players?
Nope.
Okay. So the categories on the wheel are Pixar, Star Wars, Epic Adventures, Sci-Fi Icons, Horror Icons, American Spies, Law and Order, YA, MCU, and Creature Features. No spinners or opponent's choice, as this is a multi-person match. Antonio, you are tied for the lead and the higher-ranked player. Would you like to go first or defer your spin?
I will defer.
Okay, Eli, you are up next. Would you like to spin or defer to Mark Menchaca?
I would like to defer.
Mark, would you like to spin or defer to Joseph Olivas?
Keep going down the line.
All right, Joseph, would you like to spin or would you like to defer to Bill?
Fortune favors the bold, so I'm going to defer.
Yeah, what a fucking shock.
All right, so Bill.
Let's spin that shit.
Bill, you get the first spin.
Yeah, I figured.
And it lands on Horror Icons.
Yeah, well, okay then, sure.
as in you're taking it?
Yeah, no, what's what I even bother with like that whole thing? I'll take it, it's fine.
All right, so Bill, I'm going to be giving you your questions in Horror Icons. Everybody else, you can, if there is a steal opportunity, you can write it down on your whiteboards, but you will get the normal amount of time, so be paying attention. Bill, are you ready?
And don't worry, guys, with the way I'm playing, you might need those boards. Yeah,
you
go
got
for it.
6 points. What are you talking about?
I'm just making dumb mistakes. So
Bill, your first question in the category of Horror Icons.
Yep.
Which Friday the 13th film ends with a young boy killing Jason Voorhees?
Final chapter.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Laurie Strode in Halloween H2O?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
It's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis is correct.
I was like, what the fuck?
Your third question. What is the first name of Nancy's friend on the swim team who helps her fight Freddy in 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street?
That bitch's name is multiple choice because this movie blows.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Glenn, B, Jeremy, C, Mark, or D, Quentin.
I fucking hate this movie so much. D?
D is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question, Bill. What does Tommy try to do to kill Jason after he wakes up at the beginning of Jason Lives which ultimately fails and causes him to run away? Five, four, three.
You know, I'll take a repeat here real
All
quick.
right, that's going to be your first repeat, Bill.
Yeah.
What does Tommy try to do to kill Jason after he wakes up at the beginning of Jason Lives, which ultimately fails and causes him to run away?
Oh, just light him on fire.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Bill, your final question in the category of horror icons. In the original Halloween, as Michael passes by in a car, Laurie's friend Annie yells at him for doing what, causing him to stop?
I'll get it on multiple.
All right, your options are A, smoking, B, flipping them off, C, speeding, or D, having his blinker on.
Speeding.
Hey, man, speed kills. That's correct for 1 point. So, Dylan, at the end of that turn, I have Bill getting his total up to 14. Is that what you have?
That's what I have.
Okay, so we're going to bring back the wheel. This is going to be this. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to go back over to Antonio. Antonio, do you want to spin or defer to Eli?
I will defer again.
Eli, will you spin or defer to Mark?
I'm looking at my favorite fur, which is differ.
Okay, Mark, are you
You should
spinning or
just have
deferring
to
to
spin
Joseph?
for that joke. I'm sorry.
Well, let's keep going.
As in going to Joseph?
Deferring, yes. Keep
Okay,
going.
great. Okay, so this is the spin for Joseph.
Not fun being the last guy, is it, Joseph?
Joseph, it lands on American Spies. Would you like to keep it or spin again? Joseph.
Yeah, I'm gonna respin, please.
Okay, this is going to be what you're stuck with. I didn't know if it was me or you.
Brought to you by the runaway hit Madam Web.
Joseph, you land on Star Wars.
Okay.
So you'll be getting your questions in the category of Star Wars, which are going to be brought to you by Dylan. Dylan, whenever you're ready, go ahead and give Joseph his questions.
All right, sounds good. So your first question in the category of Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features C-3PO saying the quote, "I can assure you they will never get me on one of those dreadful starships"?
Let's go multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, The Phantom Menace, B, A New Hope, C, Revenge of the Sith, or D, Empire Strikes Back.
Is it A New Hope?
That's unfortunately incorrect. Everyone else for the 1 point steal. Is it A, The Phantom Menace, B, A New Hope, C, Revenge of the Sith, or D, The Empire Strikes Back?
Are you really happy you're getting to read the Star Wars questions, Dylan?
Oh, thrilled. Hopefully it's easy stuff to pronounce for the rest of it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio.
A.
Mark.
A.
Eli.
A.
And Bill.
We all got A.
A, The Phantom Menace is the correct answer. All right.
Second.
All right, so your next question, Joseph. Who plays Supreme Leader Snoke in The Force Awakens?
Andy Serkis.
That is correct for 2 points. And your third question. In A New Hope, Obi-Wan tells Luke that when he first met Anakin, he was already a great what?
I don't want to mess up the wording, so multiple choice, please.
Right. Your options are A, Jedi, B, Father, C, Pilot, or D, Smuggler.
Pilot.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question in this category. In The Rise of Skywalker, why won't C-3PO translate the inscription on the dagger?
Again, I'm scared about the wording, so multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, he's worried it will get his friends killed. B, his programming won't allow it. C, Master Luke made him promise not to. Or D, his voice box gets damaged.
B as in boy.
That is correct for 1 point. So now your final question in this category. Which Jedi leads the clone army to save the other Jedi on Geonosis in Attack of the Clones?
Mace Windu.
That is incorrect. Everyone else for the 2-point steal.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Antonio.
Yoda.
Yeah.
Mark.
Gotta be Yoda then.
Eli.
Yoda.
And Bill.
Yeah, Yoda.
Yoda is the correct answer. So at the end of Joseph's turn, Dylan, I have him getting his total up to 12. Is that what you have?
Yep.
And then with the steals, I have Antonio at 12, Mark at 11, Eli at 12, and Bill at 17. Is that what you have also?
That is what I have, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to bring back the wheel. This is going to be, I keep doing this, Jesus. Antonio, do you want to spin or defer to Eli?
I will defer.
Eli, do you want to spin or defer to Mark?
I'll defer to Mark.
All right, Mark, this is going to be
Cool.
your spin.
Well, at least Star Wars is off the fucking wheel.
Mark, it lands on Law and Order.
Yeah, I better take it.
Okay. All right, Mark, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Law and Order as soon as I can find them. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. There they are. Your first question in the category of Law and Order is: which Law and Order film ends with one of the main characters trying to get a rabbi to perform a wedding ceremony in a hospital? Five, 4.
Let's go multiple choice. So I got
All right, your options are A, Lethal Weapon 4, B, Bad Boys for Life, C, Rush Hour 2, or D, Beverly Hills Cop 3.
say Lethal Weapon 4.
That's correct for 1 point.
Should have gone off. Stupid.
All right, Mark, your next question. Will Smith appears in how many Law and Order films?
3.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What profession does the character Richard Thornburg have in Die Hard?
A reporter.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. What type of store is blown up at the very beginning of Die Hard with a Vengeance? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat, Mark. Your question again. What type of store is blown up at the very beginning of Die Hard with a Vengeance? Five.
Fuck me, I can't remember. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, clothing store, B, weapon store, C, furniture store, or D, technology store.
I do not remember this part at all. Say a technology store.
That is incorrect. Everyone else, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, clothing store, B, weapon store, C, furniture store, or D, technology store? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio.
C.
Let's go to Eli.
A.
Let's go to Bill.
I also guessed A.
And Joseph.
And I also guess C.
A, clothing store is correct. So Eli and Bill will pick up the steal there as we get into the final question from Mark. At the end of Beverly Hills Cop 3, Uncle Dave introduces a new character named after Axel, who is what kind of animal?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, dog, B, fox, C, alligator, or D, eagle.
Say an alligator.
That is incorrect. Everyone else, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, dog, B, fox, C, alligator, or D, eagle? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio.
Fox.
Eli.
Fox.
Bill.
The Axel Fox.
And Joseph.
And I said eagle.
Fox is correct. So, Dylan, at the end of that round, Mark gets his total up to 16. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, yes.
And with the steals, I have Antonio at 13, Eli at 14, Bill at 19, and Joseph at 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to bring back the wheel. Antonio. Actually, no, Antonio. You're down a point this time. Whoa, Eli. Do you want to spin or defer to Antonio?
I would like to defer to Antonio. Wasn't expecting this.
Looks like the upper hand's on the other foot.
I was thrown away. Okay, Antonio, this is going to be your spin then.
All right.
It lands on the Pixar films.
I will take my chances and spin again.
Okay. You get a free spin. You get a free spin. And it lands on Epic Adventures.
Can I just leave and come back? My internet was cutting out really badly there.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Dylan.
All right, cool.
All right, so Dylan, please go ahead and give Antonio his questions in the category of Epic Adventures.
Sure thing. Your first question, Antonio, in Epic Adventures. Which Middle-earth film features a hobbit inside Mount Doom?
The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who plays the Blackbeard's daughter Angelica in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides?
Penelope Cruz.
That is correct for 2 points. 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
We're good.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Your third question. In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, what specific gift does Père Noël give to Lucy in addition to her dagger?
I look at this exact thing. The juice of the fire flower.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, and your penultimate question in this category. At the beginning of the Dial of Destiny, what type of transportation does Indy steal the dial from Jurgen Voller from?
A train.
That is correct for 2 points. And now your final question in this category. What is the nickname of Will Turner's father, Bill, in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End?
Bootstrap.
That is correct for the clean sweep of the category. All right, so at the end of Antonio's turn, I have him getting up to 23. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, yep.
All right, so lastly, we will be moving over to Eli's spin. As I bring back the wheel, Eli, this is going to be your spin for round number 2.
Alrighty.
And it's a free spin. Might be a few of those.
We get another one.
Lands on Pixar.
I'm going to go for it.
Meaning taking it or spinning
Yes,
it?
yes, taking it. I apologize.
Okay. Could mean anything. All right. Eli, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Pixar. Are you ready, kids?
Yep.
I should probably find the questions first. Where are they? There they are. Okay.
I need my niece and nephew's energy because they will love Pixar.
Good shit. All right. Eli, your first question in the category of Pixar.
All right.
Characters have the last name Lumen and Ripple in which Pixar film?
Elemental.
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh, they love that movie.
I also very much enjoyed it. Your next question. Who voices Doc Hudson in Cars?
Paul Newman.
That is correct for 2 points. In Toy Story 3, after Woody sneaks back into the daycare, what type of toy tells Woody how to get out?
A toy telephone.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. What type of natural disaster kills Arlo's father in The Good Dinosaur?
A flood.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the category of Pixar. The character B. McCree holds what position aboard the Axiom in Wall-E?
Multiple choice, just in case.
All right, your options are A, captain, B, director of operations, C, head chef, or D, tech expert.
Captain.
That is correct for 1 point and the clean sweep of Pixar. So, Dylan, crazy scores here. We've got Antonio and Eli tied at 23. Bill is in third with 19. We got Mark in fourth with 16 and Joseph in last with 12. Is that what you have?
Exactly what I have, yes.
All right, well, anything can change at the flip of a bet in the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. Round number 3 is the betting round. I'm going to say the category. You are then going to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, we'll gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until the end of the match. All players will play until the end, just for consistency's sake. So, unless you hit 0, which I don't think is possible. But any questions from the players? Okay, so just for transparency's sake, Antonio, you have all 3 repeats. Mark, Eli, Bill, you have 2 remaining. Joseph, you have all 3, and all challenges are intact. The first category you can bet points on is Marvel. Let's get bets, starting with Antonio.
Deuce.
And Mark?
Yeah, why the hell not? 2.
Eli?
2.
And Bill?
Boy, I do not believe in myself, so I'm going 1.
And Joseph?
2 points.
All right, your question in the category of Marvel is, in Kingsman, The Secret Service, how does Chester King, codenamed Arthur, die? I could see you being a Kingsman. Not the horrible faction, but in the film, like in the suit and like being all a spy and stuff. I could see it.
Oh, thank you.
I knew
I like this movie quite a bit.
God damn it.
I really like the first one. The other 2.
Yeah,
But
it's understandable.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Antonio.
Sorry for being really nerdy, but ingesting poison.
I don't know why that would be nerdy. Mark.
Poisoned.
Eli.
Shot.
Bill.
I also guessed shot.
And Joseph.
I also said poisoned.
Poisoned is correct. So, as I said, a flip of a lot of stuff here. Antonio maintains a lead now, going up to 25. Eli goes down to 21. Mark and Bill are now tied at 18, and Joseph goes up to 14. So, still anybody's game as we get into the next category. The next category, which is the Wizarding World. Let's get bets starting with Mark.
2.
Let's go to Eli.
1.
All right, Bill.
This category fucks me in round 3 every time, so I'm going to go 0.
Okay.
Big old 0.
Why not? 2 points.
Okay, and Antonio.
I also went 1.
All right, so just so I probably should write these down. Bill's going 0. Mark and Joseph are going 2, and Antonio and Eli are going 1. So go ahead and ask the question, Dylan.
All right. Your question in the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film features centaurs kidnapping a woman?
Boy, am I glad I bet 0.
Same thing.
Don't remember that at all.
My family. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, not good.
I hate it when that happens. Yeah.
It's not good. Only in Wisconsin. And the Wizarding World, apparently.
Of course, yeah. They go hand in hand, honestly.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's often considered the wizarding world of the U.S.
I can see it. With the amount of alcohol and cheese we consume. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Mark. We're going to you.
Order of the Phoenix.
Eli.
Order of the Phoenix.
Bill.
I wrote down Half-Blood Prince because it doesn't matter.
Joseph.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
And Antonio.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the Phoenix is correct. So Antonio with 26, Mark at 20, Eli 22, Bill 18, Joseph 16. Sound good, Dylan?
Yep.
All right, your next category is it's mixed bag. What could it be? Let's get bets, starting with Eli.
2.
Okay, Bill.
Uno.
Okay, let's go to Joseph.
I almost put 1, but I don't think it really matters for me anyway, so why not go 2 points?
I fucking love it. Antonio.
On my faction mate, 1.
All right, and Mark.
Why the fuck not 2?
Oh my god, I fucking love this. I actually wrote down the bets this time. So, guys, your question in the category of mixed bag. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be an interesting reaction. Your question is, who voices Kingfish, the ruler of the sunken citadel in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom?
Right. That's a move.
Dylan, did you see the question and you kind of were like, holy shit, a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I love this question because I remember sitting in the theater and being like, what the fuck? so the fact that this got asked made me very happy tonight. Oh my god. This could fuck some shit up too with the bets. Like,
true.
About who hits this and who misses.
I'm dropping like a lead balloon. It's fine.
Is everybody
totally okay.
If Bill hits this, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I don't know the answer.
Repeat the question.
All right,
Okay.
Eli's using his second repeat. Your question again. Who voices Kingfish, the ruler of the sunken citadel in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom?
I will bet you $8 in my right nut. I do not get this right.
Dylan, have you seen this movie?
No, I'm so out of the loop with the comic book movies right now. I don't even know what the general consensus is on this movie.
I think so. It's weird. I hated it, and
Okay.
I'm normally like if it's bad, I still kind of enjoy it type of guy. I thought this movie was a pile of dog shit. But then Nick watched it and he was like, it was fine. I liked it as much as the first one. And I was like, what? So, who fucking knows, man? Maggie and I did not enjoy ourselves.
That's fair.
5, 4, 3.
Do it again. Repeat the question.
All right, Mark using his second repeat.
I'm just gonna put this
Who voices Kingfish, the ruler of the sunken citadel in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? I will say there's a scene like towards the end. There's a final battle, like Trident v Trident. That's very cool.
Okay.
And I saw the movie in 3D, and it like was pretty fucking cool. But the whole time I was sitting there going, "Wow, this 5-minute scene of this 2-hour movie is cool." But I still wasted an hour and 55
So
minutes.
what's 2 tridents? Is that like a sextant or what would that be?
I believe sextant is correct. Yes.
All right, fucking math jokes, bitches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Whoo boy. We are gonna start with Eli.
Martin Short.
We are gonna go to Bill.
I thought it'd be funny if they got Ron Funches because he's like the best part of the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Joseph.
I picked someone from the first Aquaman film, Jaimon Hunsu.
Antonio.
Said John Rhys Davies.
And Mark.
I said Idris Elba.
One person is correct, and that is
Sounds like
Eli.
yeah.
Martin
man.
Short. Martin Short is the correct answer. So
I asked for the repeat because I wanted to make sure you said the Lost Kingdom and not just regular Aquaman.
but listen, Dylan, This is still getting
Yeah.
kind of crazy. Antonio loses a point and goes down to 25, but Eli is now in second still with 24 points. So only a 1 point gap for first place. But Mark is still in third with 18. He could still catch second here or even first, depending on how the bets go. And Bill is at 17. Joseph is at 14. This is nuts. The next category you guys are going to be able to bet points on is American Spies. Let's get bets starting with Bill.
I feel like being insane, and I'm going to bet my first 2.
Okay, Joseph.
Against my better judgment, I bet 2 points.
Okay, Antonio.
Still nervous. I'm going 1 again.
Okay, Mark
2.
and Eli.
I was hesitant about this one.
Okay, so Dylan, go ahead and give the question in American Spies.
Your question. Who is Ethan having a beer with when his team approaches him after the mission at the end of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol?
Your thoughts about protocols?
They're pretty necessary. I don't know. It's a general. I don't know. I guess
thoughts
yeah.
on
Some of
ghosts?
them are pretty cool. Ghosts are pretty cool. I have some good relationships with some ghosts.
That's fair. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
talk to them often.
4, 3, 2.
I'm going to get a repeat
What?
on that one.
All right, Bill, using a second repeat. Go ahead, Dylan.
All right, your question again. Who is Ethan having a beer with when his team approaches him after the mission at the end of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? Thoughts on Ethan's?
I like the Beller. He's a cool cat. I once worked with an Ethan. Not a great dude.
Ooh.
He got fired.
It's unfortunate.
No, pretty fortunate.
That you had to work with him though.
Oh, then yes, that was unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah.
This Ethan that is in question here, aces. Big fan.
Nice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Bill, we're going to you.
For the life of me, can't remember. I just wrote Luther because I can't think of anything else.
Joseph.
I hope that's right, because I put Luther Stickle.
Antonio.
Luther.
And Mark.
Luther.
And Eli.
Luther.
Luther is correct.
Shut the front door.
We are moving into the final category for the final question of the match. And the category is Pixar. Let's get bets, starting with Joseph.
I won one today, but I hope to finish strong. 2 points.
Okay, Antonio.
Might as well go for it, 2.
Mark.
Why break a streak? 2.
Eli.
Should have went with 2 in the last question, but I'm going with 2 now.
And Bill.
I feel like being a fucking idiot, so I went with 2.
Everyone's going 2. Here's your question in the category of Pixar. It's coming from everyone's favorite movie. In Cars 2, what specific food item does Mater eat which causes him to embarrass Lightning?
Strong question to end on. Yes.
I love this question because it's
I do too, yeah.
the major plot moment of the movie, and
Yeah.
the people who are in the lead look concerned, which excites me for the outcome of the match.
This was fireworks, though. Thank you for making me a part
I'm
of
not
this.
even gonna.
3.
Not even gonna look at it again.
Let's repeat the question, please.
All right, Joseph's repeat your question again. In Cars 2, what specific food item does Mater eat which causes him to embarrass Lightning?
Look at it one more time.
Is that how you spell embarrass?
Oh, let me check.
I think it is.
I can't remember if there's a double R or not.
Because it kind of just looks at embar ass. But I think that's correct. I don't want to judge Nick or anything.
We're gonna say it is correct.
4,
Good job, Nick.
3,
If I pull this off,
1. Pens down.
I'll be cracked.
We are going to do this in a really weird order, guys. So get ready. We're going to start with Joseph.
I wanted to ask Rebig just in case I didn't confuse it with what he thinks is pistachio ice cream, but it's really wasabi.
Bill.
Did my Pixar rewatch pay off so I could get wasabi as an answer?
Mark.
I just thought he looked really stupid eating spaghetti.
Eli.
Oil cake, because this car moving, car oil.
And Antonio.
I do remember that part. I just got shrimp.
And your winner, Antonio Chavez. The answer was wasabi.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wasabi was the correct answer. Dylan, we're going to take out the multiplex logo. Thank you, multiplex logo. Wasabi was the correct answer. We got a final score. A lot going on here. But we got a final score of Antonio winning 24 points. Eli in a close second with 23. Bill actually came in third with 21 points, hitting that wasabi question. And Mark and Joseph tied for fourth with 18. And listen, we started round number 3. Eli having Eli having 23 points. And that's where he ended, which is kind of crazy. And that's where Antonio ended too. So round 3, bit of a weird one for everybody, but I thought this was a fantastic match. Everybody played fantastic, high scoring game across the board for all the players. I thought this was great. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. A fantastic match. I mean, that's kind of what I expected going into it. When I saw the name value of all the players going into it, I was like, this is probably going to be very high scoring, very competitive. And yeah, I just love the format of like multi-person matches, to where even when you have a comfortable lead at a certain point, you need to like bet points if you want to like, and which gives like people who are like behind more of a chance, which I think made it very exciting towards the end there. And yeah, crazy pull from Bill also to get Rocket into third place there on Wasabi. That was cool. But yeah, great performance from Antonio. Excited to see what he can do in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're not going to do post-match interviews with everybody, but we're just going to talk to Antonio. Nick messaging me, just talk to Antonio. Nick, I've been doing this. I know what I'm doing. Antonio, you're moving on to the tournament. You won. You're moving into the tournament. You are. And he's gone. He was taken away from me. Antonio, you're moving into the tournament. You're going to be in the number 15 seed spot. I know I just yelled that I know what I'm doing. I don't need no Nick, but I don't know if I can say who you're playing yet, so I'm not gonna. I can tell him he's playing. Okay, great. I can tell you. You're in the 15 spot. Before we talk about who you're playing, this match alone, 5 people, 5 of the best in the league, and you went up against them to earn your spot. How are you feeling about this match, first off?
Well, I honestly kind of went into this with like low expectations, just because, again, you said no losses, and I was happy about that, and I was just hoping to, like, in a way, just stretch my legs, so to speak. But I'm glad it ended the way it did, obviously, and I'm actually glad that rewatching for the first time in many years, Chronicles of Narnia actually paid off, and I apologize for being very specific, but that's actually a scene that I went back and looked at the YouTube because I wanted to get that phrase right. So I'm glad it paid off. Kudos to my fiance for suggesting that movie last week. But yeah, man, really just happy to, pull off a win of this magnitude. And just really excited to get going in the tournament, man.
You're gonna have to keep it up, Antonio. You're going up against a pretty intense competitor. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're going up against the number 2 seed. You're going up against Joe Fairley. But Antonio, I think it's easy to say, like, because I just said it. He's an intense competitor. He is. Yeah. He's the former singles champion. But, Antonio, I think you've got what it takes. You played fantastic tonight. You've been on a roll. You had a great teams match with Abel earlier in the in Act 2 against Manhattan Project. You've been on a tear. I'm really looking forward to it. I think you have what it takes to go up against Joe. take it to the end and maybe even win the thing to move on to round 2, which would be incredible. What are your initial thoughts now that you know you're going up against Joe in your next match?
Obviously, cause for concern, but I'm hoping maybe this is finally the year where it goes my way. I really have been putting in the work, and I want to continue doing so. I'm glad Pixar wasn't the one to bite me in the ass, but maybe that's a sign that I should give that more of a chance. So who knows? Maybe that will help me out in the future as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Joe's a great competitor, obviously, definitely fearsome. Definitely will not take him lightly. So looking forward to it. Still a little bit cautious, but I'm definitely the most confident I've been in a while.
Awesome. Antonio, I'm looking forward to it. I think you're a scary number 15 seed. That's scary. So, Antonio, great job tonight. Thank you for being here, and we will talk to you soon. Dylan, that's going to do it for us. I want to thank Dylan for being here, for co-hosting this one with me. Thank you, Nick, behind the scenes for writing the match. Thank you to all the players, Eli, Antonio, Mark, Bill, Joseph. This was fantastic. Guys, the rest of the weekend, we got a lot of big stuff coming up. So later on tonight, Brittany Tapley is going to look to defend her belt against Rue Moses. Very exciting singles title match there. Tomorrow, we have another 5-way play-in. The people in that play-in are Kaiser Wang, Dean Manis, Eric Moreno, John Marr, and Jack Pinchuk. And then after that, very exciting 5-way. We got the team's title. Wrong Side of the River is looking to defend their belts against Duel of Fate. So it's a Brittany Rue type weekend along with the 5-way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Watch out for those other matches. And until then, I've been Tim. That's Dylan. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.